Hello folks, it's Steve here again from the UK Preppers Guide, and today's video is a follow-on video from a knife that I made a while back, the Trapper 95. I sort of bimbled my way through the build and done quite a long video on this actually, but it did turn out really nice and I was quite pleased with it. But I've also got the sheath that it comes with, and the sheath has got a Firesteel holder. Now obviously the Firesteel is going to fit in there, but what I'm planning to do is to make the top of the Firesteel in a matching micarta and green. So that's today's plan, to see if that works out. Now if you remember, in the last video I cut off a small piece of this neon green liner, and the plan is to actually try and inset it into these two liners here, two halves of a liner, like so. Inset it in there and then form the top of the Firesteel. Not quite sure I'm going to do it yet, but let's have a little try. So these are the two halves prepared. I've got a decent enough slot down here so I can slap plenty of glue in there, and then this will sit in there nicely, like something like that on both sides. It doesn't matter again how rough it is at this stage, because I'm going to be sanding and polishing it all down. So if I can get that to sit in there like that, clamp him down, then where I've drawn this circle here, maybe I can do like a circle or oval shape for the actual shape of the head of the Firesteel. Right, that's gone in there quite well actually. That's well down the well down into the two liners. So I'm hoping that's going to be okay, how I've positioned it there. I'm going to leave this for a little while now to cure, and we'll come back and see what it's like in a little while. So it's all set now. I've left it overnight. The glow in the dark green is set in there in between two offcuts. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to drill down the other end and glue and set the ferro rod into it, so that that can set overnight. Before I pour the glue in here and push it in, I'm going to file a little bit of a flat onto the ferro rod, because when you actually put it down a hole, there's nowhere for the air to escape and the glue to escape. So by putting a flat on it, it allows the air and glue to sort of escape, and it means it goes all the way around it. I've glued the ferro rod in with the epoxy. If I lay it flat like this, and then to keep it parallel, so I know it's parallel with the sides, I've just propped it up here with a little wedge sort of set up. So I'm going to leave this to dry now and come back to it tomorrow. So the glue has dried now and it's pretty solid in there. So all I've got to do is shape it really and rough it out to the kind of profile that I'm hoping will look quite good. So this is how I'm going to try and get the shape of the ferro rod handle so that it's sort of uniform all around. I'm going to start with some 80 grit. This is an old sanding belt. Now moving on to a bit finer, so P120 grit. Finally a bit of 240 on the sandpaper. Obviously I've speeded up these clips in between each one, but they've taken sort of about 3 or 4 minutes on each one, each grade of paper. Now I'm going to move on to some Arbanet, some 600 grit. Finally, with the Arbanet, I'm going to go with 1000 grit. It's brought it up nice and smooth, and the main thing is it's the same profile all the way around. So I'm quite happy with that. Now this is the harder compound wheel. It's the grey compound on quite quite a tough, solid mop. Next mop is the green. The green. Now going with the pink mop. Now this compound here, this pink one, certainly does seem to start to put the finishing touches on it. It really does bring it up well and gives it a good shine. I'm a little bit disappointed. I can see a join line down here. Now that must have been the fact that I've either not squeezed up the two sides tight enough, or I think that could be the only reason. And I was a bit afraid of doing it too much, but maybe next time I'll know better. There's just a very slight faint line down here, which is a shame, but everything else is pretty good though. Okay, we'll go over to the final mop now, which is the yellow mop, which is really quite flimsy, look, and the yellow compound, which is a very, very high grit. So there we are, folks, the ferro rod with its custom matching handle and neon strip. I've put a little bit of shock cord on it so that when it goes in the sheath it's not going to flap about and fall off. That just goes under and over there, and that holds it in place. So all in all, for a first time attempt, I'm quite pleased with the result. So thanks for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and for now folks, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next UK Preppers Guide video. Bye for now.